Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag dishwasher water supply tube. It's going to be a very easy repair, and it's only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new water supply tube. The water supply tube supplies the water to the upper and middle spray arms. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's damaged and the spray arms aren't getting enough water pressure and the dishes aren't getting clean. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the dishwasher door. Now that we have the door open, we can pull the upper dish rack out. We're not going to pull it out all the way, just about halfway, so we can take the end caps off the rails. To get the end caps off, there's a little locking tab right here on the outside. So we're going to press on the inside to release that. And then we can rotate the end cap in towards the middle of the dishwasher. And once you have it free, you can slide it over and pull it off. The one on this side comes off the same way. Once you have the end caps off, we can pull the dish rack out and set it aside. Once you have the dish rack out, you want to make sure you push the rails back in so they're not in the way. Then we can take out the lower dish rack. All you have to do is pull that out, lift it off, and set it aside. Now that we have the lower rack out, we can take out the lower spray arm. We have to unscrew it from its bolt. So we're going to grab it with the pliers if it's tight. If you can turn it by hand, just go ahead and do that. It's a reverse thread, so we're going to go clockwise to loosen it. Once you have it free, you can lift the lower spray arm out and set it aside. Now that we have the spray arm out, we have to remove the clips that hold the water supply tube to the cabinet. There's one on the top and one in the middle. We're going to do the one on the top first. We're going to use a small flathead screwdriver to reach in and release the locking tab. The ones in the center are released the same way. Just get behind it with a screwdriver, pop the tube out. Once you have them both free, we can separate the water supply tube from the sump. To get the water supply tube off the base, we're going to have to turn it clockwise because it's reverse thread. So we're just going to turn it until these tabs release. Once you have it free, you can carefully lift it off and pull it out of the dishwasher. Once you have the water supply tube out of the dishwasher, we're going to take this end off because it's not part of the water supply tube. There's a locking tab right here that we have to lift up on, then we can separate the two pieces. Here's the old water supply tube next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we put the new water supply tube in, we're going to have to reconnect the line that goes to the sump. All you have to do is push it on and snap it in. Once you have it on, we can put it into the dishwasher. When you put the water supply tube in, we're going to put it at an angle over in the corner so we can set the tube on the sump. Once you have it set on the sump, remember we're going to turn it counterclockwise to lock it on. It's reverse thread. Once you have it turned over, then we can push the water supply tube into the locking tabs. Once you have the upper one snapped in, we can put the spray arm back on. To put the lower spray arm in, we're just going to set it onto the support. And we're going to grab the bolt with the pliers. And remember, it's reverse thread, so we're going to go counterclockwise. If you have to, you can lift up on the bolt a little bit so it engages. Once you have it tightened down, we can put the lower rack back in. To put the lower rack back in, all you have to do is set it on the door and push it all the way in. Once you have it in, we can put the upper rack in. Before we put the upper dish rack back in, we're going to pull the rails out so we can line the wheels up on them. Once you have the rails out, we can grab the upper rack and line the rollers up on the rails. Once you have the dish rack on the rails, you can push it in about halfway, but make sure you pull the rails out so we can put the end caps on. To put the end caps on, all you have to do is line them up, just like when we took them off, and push them onto the rail. Once you have it on there, we're going to press on the little release tab again and pull it all the way over so it locks in place. Once you have this one in, we can do the one on the other side. Once you have both end caps in, we can push the rack in the rest of the way. We can close the dishwasher door, plug it back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.